What's up, y'all? So I'm sitting in my backyard, um, chilling. It's early in the morning. The sun is just coming out. Well, it's been out for a while, but really coming up. And I was just thinking about something. I'm so very tired of the performative nature of online stuff and human stuff. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot of things I just don't want to be a part of anymore. And I can't fully explain that. It's like it's not that I don't want to be a part of this human experience, but it's like I just don't want to participate in the global illusion or illusions that we live in. Um, I just don't want to, but I'm not entirely sure what that means or what that fully looks like. I know when I think of my life and, well, I'll say a life. This might sound really weird. I see myself in a little earthen house, mud house, some sort of earth made house with dirt floor. Um, Probably kind of like the floors that they make in Africa where they smear it in dung and then they let it dry. And it's like, it's like not ceramic, what's the word? It becomes very smooth, I guess. And just dirty feet and hands, simple clothes, like picking wild berries or wild fruit or vegetable or having my own small garden that's probably slightly overrun with weeds. um, my hair up like this and just kind of dirty. Like I'm covered in like a layer of dirt. I don't know if that's like a past life thing or some sort of subtle dream or something, but that's kind of where I want to be. There's a YouTuber. I'm not gonna say her name though, but I love. She lives in uh shit. She lives in South America. I'll just say somewhere in South America, and she's American, and she lives in this like. It reminds me of something you would see like in the Amazon back in who knows when. It's wood and it's made this indoor outdoor thing. So all the bedrooms have their own inside parts, but the living room and the kitchen is outdoor and it's covered. And it just it looks like it's like she's in and it's like covered in palm trees and you know the floor is like wooden and I don't know if it's bamboo or something, some sort of wood, and she sometimes would do uh, videos where she's talking about whatever subject she's talking about, and she's walking around her house and she's talking. I believe she lives there with some of her daughters. And oh my God, whenever I see it, I'm just like, I should be somewhere like that. This indoor outdoor setting. I remember when I was first coming into my spiritual journey or whatever, and I would sit outside for hours. When I'm talking about, I would come outside, it might be about 6 o'clock. I would stay outside. I might go back in for like going to the bathroom or getting water or drinks or whatever, eat, and I come back out. And I would stay out until like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning in my backyard, like kind of mock camping under my umbrella, sometimes just out, especially when it's cold. And I would just stare at the stars all night. Sometimes I have my little star map thing on my phone and I look up different constellations and I would connect with those stars. I have a video series on my channel talking about, I forget the name. It's one of the first videos. If you go to like the oldest video that I have, it's about connecting with stars or using star energy or something like that. And I would use it to heal myself, heal my mind. I would connect with stars and I would talk to them, and they would answer back to me. And it was just like I'm looking up and I'm seeing this photograph of my family and I can't touch them. That's how it felt. But it's like I would be spending outside time with family, the stars and the planets. And sitting outside felt so natural. Sitting outside felt like I was sitting in my living room. Like it felt more natural to be outside than inside. Going inside felt like I was going in some sort of like the closet of my house. And the outside felt like the living room. And it felt so comfortable, like I could just sleep outside in my chair. And sometimes I would. I would sleep out here all night and wake up when the sun came up. And I feel like I'm growing closer to those feelings and memories. So I spent a lot of time the past year. I spent a lot of time inside. I think this year and maybe a little bit of last year, I probably spent about 90 to 95 of my time inside and will only come out for a few minutes. And then there's summer mosquitoes, you know how the thing goes. And it's starting to get cooler. Last night was the first time I think it was like 69, 68 degrees. And I love this time, like October, November. Usually October and November have a few hot days, but um, once it hits like end of October, November, December, January, February, March, April is when it starts getting warm. Throughout all of those months, I don't put on any air conditioning. I don't want to hear it. If I can stand it. A lot of times, even in the summertime, it's like 90 degrees outside. I still won't put air conditioning on. Only reason why I put air conditioning on now is because we have like, I don't know what the fuck. Maybe because it's a lot of trees and stuff out here. But no matter what I use on my cats, flea stuff, the fleas, they're horrible. I don't know what, the past 2 years have been really aggressive and hard to get rid of. And when you keep your house cooler, it cools things down. It keeps them away longer versus when it's hot. But if that wasn't a factor, I probably would be in my house like in 90 degrees and never cut the air conditioner. I prefer heat over cold. Well, I won't say it like that. I don't mind the heat. I'll say that. But I love it when the sun is on my skin and it feels it feels like a hug. It feels like a warm hug until it's too much of a hug and I gotta go inside. But anyway, I keep on seeing that. Just my feet in the dirt, no shoes, my hands dirty, going to sleep in my little hut, waking up, doing my morning thing, gardening, cleaning up, cooking, foraging. And like I said, I don't know if it's a past life thing or maybe past life memories I want to bring into the new life. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what's the next steps for me because things are changing and it's like I won't say that it's time to move on, but I'll say the desire is stronger. But I'm not sure what I'm moving on to. But I feel like all of the things before had to fall away for me to even recognize that. And I feel very taken over and overcome by these desires to just be away and not participate. I feel like if I was in the right environment, I probably would disappear from any internet things probably forever. If I was in the right environment, the right community, the right type of space, y'all probably would never see me again. But this is a way to express, get things out. Um, but yeah, the city life is not for me. I feel like I just want to be in some jungle somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I just figure things will reveal itself in time. Um, Some good things are coming up. I'm just waiting for confirmation for it. It'll hopefully make my life a little easier. I think it will. But what's to go forward from that, I don't know. Um, but I do feel like my life is not here in America, and that hurts me, to be completely honest, because I remember somebody saying that people who live in Texas is a cult. It kind of is. I'm not even going front and hold on you. People who live in Texas, born and raised, we really fucking love Texas. I don't know why, but it's something about being here that I guess maybe because it's so big. You're not all on top. Well, I'm in a city, so everybody lives on top of each other, but there's so much room to spread out and be whatever. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the fact that this state, look at my neighbor's cat. This state has every single type of landscape there is to have: desert, forest, coast, and everything in between. Mountains, valleys. Like, Texas really has everything in it. Like, you could travel around Texas for your whole life and still never see it all, you know? Um, my neighbor's cat. What you doing? Hi, honey. She want me to feed her. I don't know what her name is, but it's my neighbor's cat. Hi. Your mommy no feed you? Your mommy no feed you? What are you doing outside? I ain't got no food for you. I don't know what her name is, but she looks like a Milan. She reminds me of my cat, Motoko. But anyway, um, I lost my train of thought. But back to, I just don't want to participate in shit no more. I don't want to do the performative stuff. Like, I watch videos. They're entertaining to watch. They're entertaining to watch, but I just can't get over the fakeness. And I know it's like it's a video. It's meant to be an art form, but it just really bothers me for some reason. Like, I could never place my camera in front of me and still do my life. Maybe it's just because it's something I can't do and do it authentically. And I think most people can't either, and it kind of shows. But I just don't want to be in the performative nature of it all. I just don't know what else to do. I'm not really sure what else I should be doing. I feel like rest is the biggest thing. And it's like, haven't I rested enough? I want to do something, you know? But I guess I haven't. And I had a really big cry yesterday. A really, really big. I almost made a video, but I didn't want to. Like, I had a really big emotional burst yesterday, just crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. And I released so much in that moment. I feel like I have more to release, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready to release the rest, but or maybe it's a timing thing. But I still feel so exhausted. I think it's just years and years of that performativeness. I'm still having issues with digestion, which is TMI, but I think it's a result of the stress of that. Just, I feel like I'm holding everything in all the time, and that's stopping processes from doing its thing in my body, I think. But I really, really feel like if I just got out of here, it probably would be a big jolt to my system, like a big change that probably would be a lot and emotional. But I think I would be okay after a while. Like, things in my body would start to release, but it's somewhere that I would have to be for years, maybe a few years, maybe like 3 or 4 years in a place like that would reset my body and my system and how I eat and all these things, because I feel like I can't fully release and reset without leaving, you know. But, you know, money, where, time, how, who, I don't know. But I just think it's time to, I guess I've been afraid of things like that for a long time. I've been afraid of the perception of poverty when, to be honest, when I had the most, I felt the poorest. The irony of that. I feel like things have been really painful that's been pushing things out of my life, but I also see the benefit of like I've had to change some services that I use because they're just way too fucking expensive. To be honest, I love my car, but I don't even want a car anymore. Like, I don't even want to be in a place where I need a car. I'd rather have like a bike or something, or one of those little scooters, the little motor scooters people use in other countries. I would rather have something like that, even if it's like raining and shit. Because I just don't want a car. It's just too much. Why? I don't want it. Um, I don't want most of the things that I have. Not that I'm not grateful for it. I'm ready to move on from all of it. And I see things like slowly trying to free me up from things where I was like in a contract with things. Now I'm not kind of thing. I don't know, but we'll see what the road holds ahead. Hopefully, the next few months I'll be able to work more. Hopefully, like I said, I got something coming up. Hopefully, that comes through. Be able to make and save some money. And I'm just ready to move on. I just don't know what that looks like yet. But I really want my feet in the dirt. I want my feet in the dirt. I want my hands in the dirt. I just want like a good layer of dirt on my skin. I know that's crazy, but something in me feels like I just need dirt. I need rocks to sit on. I need nature sounds and quiet. I need a black sky, no light pollution, where I can look up and see the whole Milky Way in its fullest. You know, at the very least, I have like a fan to cool me off while I'm sleeping at night. Warm water, like lukewarm water, fresh food, fresh meat, even if it's animals like freshly slaughtered, not the stuff in the refrigerator in the store. You know, just need some fresh stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you later.